She followed him across continents for love. He chose money instead. Berlin always smelled different in the winter: cold metal, wet pavements, and the faint sweetness of roasted chestnuts from the street vendors. Maya had lived there for only 7 months, but she'd already learned the rhythm of the city. Fast, focused, lonely. She didn't mind loneliness. At least, she told herself she didn't. That was before she met Chima. The first time she saw him was on a Thursday evening inside the university library. Not the romantic type of location people fantasize about, but it fit the kind of connection that creeps up slowly, then takes over everything. Maya was sitting on the floor between 2 tall shelves, laptop open, hair tied in a loose bun that kept falling apart. She was researching for her psychology thesis but failing miserably. She looked tired in a beautiful, human way. Then she heard it, low, careful footsteps. Someone stopped near her. "Excuse me," a deep voice said. Nigerian accent, warm and steady. "Are you using the charger here?" Maya looked up, and for a second she forgot how to inhale. Chima stood there, broad shoulders, dark eyes that looked like they carried entire stories. He wore a thick jacket, a backpack slung over one shoulder, and a small tired smile, the kind that said he didn't sleep enough. "No," she said quickly. "You can use it. Thank you." He knelt beside her to plug in his laptop, and that was when she noticed the little things: his gentle movement, the faint smell of cocoa butter, the way he exhaled softly as though life had been heavy that day. Maybe heavy every day. "What are you studying?" he asked. "Trying to study," she corrected with an embarrassed laugh. "Psychology. Oh, that explains the stress." His smile widened a bit, and she felt it in her chest, sharp and unexpected. "I'm Chima." "Maya." Their fingers brushed when she handed him the charger. Just a tiny touch, almost nothing. But for Maya, it felt like the beginning of something her heart wasn't ready for. And for Chima, it felt like trouble. The kind he'd never admit he wanted. Maya and Chima fell in love quietly, then all at once. By summer, they were inseparable. When Chima told her he would travel home to Nigeria for Dirty December, Maya didn't hesitate. "I'm coming with you," she said. He tried to warn her about the heat, the chaos, the noise, the family questions, but she only smiled. "I just want to be where you are, Chima." So they booked the tickets together. 2 seats side by side. Hands held the entire flight. And when they landed in Lagos, the air thick and alive, Maya felt something she hadn't felt in years. Home. Because he was there. Everything was perfect for Maya and Chima in Lagos. Concerts, beaches, nightlife, they were living like the world belonged to them. But the real test came when Chima took Maya to meet his family in Onumba, a quiet village in eastern Nigeria. Maya blended in instantly. She helped Chima's mother cook, fetched water with the other women, laughed with the children, greeted elders in Igbo the way she was taught. Everyone loved her genuinely, openly. Except Anita. Oni, Chima's bitter 40-year-old auntie who lived in the village with the family, watched Maya with jealous eyes. No job. No kids. No real life of her own. Just envy and wild ideas. The more the villagers adored Maya, the angrier Anita became. One afternoon, when Maya went to the stream with the women, Anita pulled Chima aside behind the house. "Have you forgotten why you went to Germany?" she whispered sharply. "See how this girl is soft, wealthy from inheritance. God has brought your blessing to you and you want to play love. Take the opportunity. Let her money change our lives." Chima should have walked away. He should have protected Maya. But he didn't. He listened. And slowly, He agreed. Maya noticed it first in the silence. Chima was still there, still holding her hand, still smiling. But something in him had shifted. His laughs came late. His eyes wandered. When she spoke, he listened like a man distracted by another voice. At night in Onamba, Maya would lie beside him, listening to crickets and distant drums, her head on his chest. His heartbeat felt different. Faster. Uneasy. "Are you okay?" she asked once. "I'm fine," he said quickly. Too quickly. She believed him. Because love makes excuses before it asks questions. Chima, on the other hand, had started watching her differently. Not just as the woman he loved, but as the life he could take. Every time Maya spoke about her family back in Switzerland, about childhood homes and trust funds she barely touched, Chima felt Anita's words crawl back into his mind. Opportunity. Maya felt the distance growing but couldn't name it. Chima felt the guilt growing and chose not to stop it. And somewhere between love and greed, the beginning of the end quietly settled in. It started small. Chima asked questions he had never asked before. Your family, are they close? Do you handle your finances yourself? Your inheritance, is it something you can access easily? Maya answered freely. Honestly. Because love never suspects a knife in an open hand. Anita watched closely. Every answer Maya gave, Chima reported back to her like a confession. She trusts you, Anita said one night, her voice calm and sharp. Trust is how doors open. Soon, Chima suggested things gently. A joint account, for travel convenience. A document translation, just in case something happens to you here. A visit to a lawyer in the city, only for advice. Maya hesitated once. Is something wrong? She asked softly. Chima smiled and kissed her forehead. Of course not. I just want to protect us. And she believed him. Because love doesn't imagine betrayal wearing the face it sleeps beside. That night, as Maya slept peacefully, Chima sent Anita a message. She agreed. Anita smiled in the dark. And somewhere far from Onamba, something precious Maya owned, something she hadn't even gathered, began to slip quietly out of her hands. Maya found out by accident. An email notification. A bank alert she didn't recognize. A document she didn't remember signing. Her heart didn't race at first. It sank. She waited until night, until Onamba was quiet, until Chima lay beside her like nothing had changed. Chima, she said softly, holding up her phone. Can you explain this? He froze. Not confused. Not surprised. Just tired. The silence told her everything before he spoke. I was going to tell you, he said. That was when Maya understood, this wasn't a mistake. It was a choice. Love didn't leave her loudly. It drained out slowly, like blood from a wound no one rushed to stop. I followed you across continents, she whispered. I gave you trust. That was all I had. Chima cried then. Real tears. Heavy regret. But regret came too late. Maya left Onamba at dawn. No shouting. No drama. Just a suitcase and a broken heart. Chima stayed behind, surrounded by a silence that would follow him longer than love ever did. Some stories don't end with closure. Some end with lessons. And some were never meant to be happy. Chima returned to Berlin alone. Back to lectures, deadlines, and cold mornings that felt colder than before. He finished his education, graduated quietly, and built a life that looked stable from the outside. But Maya was never part of it. He saw her name once in passing, on a conference flyer, a publication, a success he could not congratulate. He never reached out. Some apologies don't deserve delivery. Maya never looked back. She changed cities, changed routines, loved again, carefully, fully, on her own terms. They lived in the same country again, breathing the same air, walking different streets. And still, they never met. Because some love stories don't end with goodbye. They end with distance. And that distance is the price of the choice that was made.